Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 6 of our Gormach campaign, and we continue our conquest of Emmerich, certainly making Tretch Craventail very, very happy here. And looking forward to fighting Emmerich and his dragon soon, actually. I really want to get those scrap shooters online. We did see them in the last episode putting in some work, which was fun. Meanwhile, Grimgore is going to be conquering up in the north here. So he's going to be squashing this guy. And then from there, I think yeah, that's right. Our game plan was to take down Dusty here and confederate the Drip and Tips. That is going to be the game plan. All right, guys. Next turn is coming up. We got our boys over here, and we should be able to get a military alliance with Tretch soon. If we keep beating up Emmerich, you guys can see he certainly likes that quite a bit. So we will see what we can cook with there. All right, guys. Next turn's coming. We got our trophy as well. Good times for all, baby. All right, so the migration. I don't think I can afford to take more public order right now because my WOG levels are very low, so I don't want to risk that. And we do finish, though, just in time, the no complaining, which is going to give us +3. So no infighting gives us income post-battle loot, which isn't bad. Other stuff, that's for the boars and the pigs. It's for the trolls and the giants. Okay, and we do have some more fancy tech down here as well. We could do the Lord Recruit rank, although I don't know how good that's going to be. Okay, so tougher fodder, more grub. That's for the squigs and the wolves. Yeah, some of the big spider monsters and whatnot. Artillery tech down there. That's pretty good. Yeah, the better for the scrap launchers. That one's not bad at all. So do we start working down this tree? No infighting is probably good for the post-battle loot. So now, you know what? Let's get the scrap launcher upgrade. I think that's going to be nice. And then we'll try and get this and keep working down the old tree. All right, so that's all done. And our boy Gormach is, mostly healed up. He's ready to keep moving. And wow, looks like Emmerich actually took a ton of territory here. He's got 5 territories left, so not a whole bunch. All right, so the Ashford Mountains. We do have a unique building here. Savage Orcs. Does it do anything else for us? Nope, just Savage Orcs. Okay. So we don't care about that. So we're just going to get a fat amount of growth buildings. And what can we reach next? Can we reach you? We want to get the Blood Gulch here. So we could just go into our raiding stance, like move down here, go into raiding stance, get a little bit of raiding going, a little bit of crumping is going to be nice. And we do see an elven army over there, although it looks like Tretch is on his way over. Yeah, so we're going to get the raid on. Yeah, we can't quite reach you guys, so we'll just kind of sit near our Tretch homies here. And we'll see what happens. Hopefully Tretch doesn't take that. That would be very, very annoying. All right, so that should be an easy auto for Grimgore. Grimgore is going to be continuing his conquest north to take on the Chaos Dwarfs. Let's auto-resolve that. Grimgore Chadhide getting it done. And cool, so we get 4,000 gold, and we do get we're just going to loot and occupy that one. Great, so Falls of Doom. And let's get more buildings here. We're going to do the income buildings, build some defenses, and since there are a lot of Chaos Dwarf trolls trundling about here, we'll get some defensive buildings, some upkeep. And we do have our other army growing in the hills. Warg, he's going to be joining. Your boy over there, so that should be good. Upgrades here. We can get the giant building. Yeah, did we want to get it? I think we just got that for the hag, right? The giant river troll hag. Yeah, but we still, I think, are over capacity on the hag ladies, which is unfortunate. Do we get more capacity if we upgrade that? Let's see. So that's going to be, yes. Let's do that for the upgrade, and we can do the public order here just so we don't have to think about it again. All right, so hag queen, Mildred the lunch lady. She's coming together strong here, looking good. And I think it's a pretty chill turn for us. I mean, letting them cause fear is one thing. The Black Orc bosses, we do want to send one over to our new army. So we will probably do that next turn because obviously training doesn't stack, so we're going to want to do that. We got boss into field. Let's go ahead and get Scarred Veteran. Anything else we want to upgrade? I think we're A-okay. And yeah, this guy's going to need a caster too, so we will get the hag going for him. The big boss, he is big and he is the boss. Low blow is always good. Base weapon damage bonus for infantry is nice. And then, yeah, sure, we could upgrade it. We're in that wartime economy, so we're just going to be nonstop crumping. We need to get out of the bottom feeder, though. We need to get to the Stragula and eventually get to the good stuff, right? Because, yeah, the blues after the WA, the post-WA clarity is real. Don't care about the outposts, commandments in the region. We can now do control and growth. And yeah, we really need to get out of here. The public order, we're going to start having issues. We're at +1 here, and this region's -5. So, yeah, we don't have, like, a public order building here, I don't think. We would like to get one of the capital. I think we do. Yeah, I guess we'll just get the walls. It's fine. I shouldn't have canceled that. Anyways, guys. Diplomacy, anything we do. It looks like the Drip and Tips guys ran away also. So we can go boink them real quick just for the Confederate to... He's got 2 territories, but then the Lamians are here too. I wonder what their situation's like. And these are all Tretch territories in the mountains there. Yeah. All right, guys, next turn's coming. Let's continue the conquest, and hopefully Tretch will not take this. Please? No? All those armies terrible, so he probably doesn't even want to fight that garrison of Dragon Princes. All right, so here we are. Gormach gets the raiding stance goodness, and the army here is mustering, but it's going to be an easy squash for Big Pimp and Gormach. Tretch Craventail, yeah, we don't have an alliance with him. It's a shame. I mean, I could offer him a city. We could do military access for now, get a little bit of gold out of him, a little bit of extortion on our rat friend. He's going to want to be homies with us very soon. And this should be still an easy auto, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is just an absolute squash, not even worth fighting. All right, we're going to auto this, and we will, we're going to loot and occupy it, I think. Yeah, I think that's okay. Great, so we will destroy this building. Let's go ahead and get a, yeah, we have a Savage Orc landmark there, which is fine. Public order we want to build in the capital so we can max it out. So we're going to get the raiding camp, and that should be good. All right, level ups on Gormach. He's level 23. Pumping Iron, I don't know. Tunnel Boss does give us subterranean shenanigans. We're going to go down Red Tree with him. And for you, this is our Drake Rider here. Let's go ahead and get the Wound Maker. Percentage-based damage is always very good on big guys. It definitely gets the job done. And here we go. Now, what else do we want to do here? Craziest Squigs. Yeah, Empowering Shrooms, release the Squigs. Does he have anything else cool here that just buffs Squigs? Herder? Yeah, none of those are really that great, actually. We do a little bit of Deadly Schemer. Do Deadly Schemes. You gotta love the sound of that. All right. That's going to give charge bonus and mass to you, and that's going to be Gormach's entire army. All right, so now Grimgore needs to figure it out. We have the boner planes down here. Let's go ahead and do the growth and control. And now we have good. We are in the positive territory there. So we're not in the pits anymore. Okay, Grimgore is gonna, yeah, man, this guy, I mean, they would probably even consider a confederation at some point. That could be like something later. I think Grimgore wants to continue his onslaught here into the Dowie Zarlands. He has got 13 territories, so that will actually be some pitched fighting. So this other army we have, I could keep recruiting for a couple more turns. It's up here in the mountains, yeah. So, big man, what do we have here? We are going to be getting the next tier of that. Let's see what hero options we have. The Orc Champions, yeah, not yet. There. He's got a decent little force. I mean, him and Warg can probably, yeah, so what tier is this one? This one is going into tier 3, I think. Yeah, so we're going to be able to get shooters down there, not this turn, but the next turn. So let's do one more batch of recruitment. And I think we just go for the boys. The boys are just very cost effective. The Darkland Orc boys, yeah, it's going to be a full stack. And Grimgore can go, let's explore a little bit and go to a raiding camp. I think just taking down the Drippin' Fangs wouldn't be terrible. I mean, it does get us 2 more territories. Granted, the Lamians, I wonder how many territories they have. Can I see? I don't know if I've really gotten into them yet. They only have 2. Okay, so that's actually a pretty good little conquest chain. I mean, and then we can get ready to hit the Hashut forces up north. Granted, they'll probably just declare war on us anyways. Yeah, do we go north? This is a really tricky situation here. I think we can go raiding camp into the Chaos Dwarf lands. Let's go. And we'll call in the reinforce. We'll just raid for a couple turns. It's going to be fine. I got to get used to using the raiding stance, by the way. I was like so lazy about that. Raiding 700 gold off them is pretty good. That's certainly going to help our economy. Do a little growth building here. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. And let's get you. Public order there is stable. And we are going to be getting our big dog building. Yeah, the troll cave. Yeah, so we can eventually get some giants and stuff. All right, let's repair this, and looks like he's ready to chill. We don't really care about more garrison stuff there. It would be cool to get some, like, Thunder Tusks. You know what? Let's just spend all our money and be reckless, just like we are in real life. Good times. All right, so next turn's coming. We're going to get reinforcements from Warg. And we do have some Gold Tooth allies we could recruit, too. You know what? I don't hate the idea of, like, getting a friggin' scrap launcher in there so we can get some siege attacker. It's kind of fun. All right, guys, see you in the next turn. All right, so he wants a non-aggression pact. I feel bad. That guy's been kind of a homie this campaign, but, you know, it's Orc culture, you know. It's Orc culture. So we keep raiding you and raiding through their lands. We do get the Goblin upgrades. So we just want to get down to these guys. Yeah, we're going to keep going that way to get our scrap launchers upgraded. Okay, so, oh, yes, the boss fight, please. Yes. Oh, and he's in March Dance. Oh, God, yes. One can only be so wrecked, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so Fist of Gork, it's fine. Get that. We're going to save that for the end of the turn. So our other army is mostly ready to help. We could get a couple more units here, but I think we can just... we could do a move down here, and we should still be able to recruit. And then we can underway and join Grimgore. Grimgore's just going to raid. And when we get Warg, we will start our karate stomp through those lands. Yeah, so we're just going to max you out here. So we're going to get you, because you're going to get one war boss in that unit. And just like a big old meat stack of heavy metal boys, dude. Oh, hell yeah. Friggin' scrap launchers have 120 armor. Isn't that cool? All right, so upgrades, fortress, yes. The orc territories do feel like they grow very quickly, which is great. And we want a public order building here. We don't quite need it. I think just walls, because we are in a region of war. And now it is time for Gormach to face down the Lord of Dragons. Oh, boss fight, boss fight, boss fight. Auto-resolved, no, I'm just kidding. We'll fight this. It's going to be fun. We will, hopefully he's on his dragon, so we could just, like, shoot him out of the skies. I think it'd be pretty cool. So the big thing here is going to be getting line of sight for our guns. So I think I actually have to deploy my scrap shooters in front, or else they're just not going to be able to hit. They don't shoot over things super well, so it's kind of like playing a true powder unit, really. Okay, so we get you guys here, and then we will get you guys in front for the initial salvo. Let's get you guys rotating here. Do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. All right, and now Gormach is going to be up front with the homies, so him and his Drake Riders. Yeah, all these cool characters. And him and the Mask. Yeah, the Drake Rider to the Mask can roll. Gormach can do his own thing. The Goblin can roll with the Mask Man too. Although using the Goblin to summon Squigs to defend our backfield could be cool. We got a couple Rock Lavas just to send a message. All right, and of course our Harry Potter is very, very good. Yeah, this is okay. So we want to just lure Emmerich forward. So we're going to go forward, go forward, go forward. We did attack him, but he's obviously going to want to chill with his bolt throwers. But you know how the AI rolls. So we'll juke a little bit. The rock lobbers, we can start shooting at the archers right there. So let's just get on those. Eating a little bit of bolt fire. The Hogmaster Zero is coming, and what do we have? We got Ship's Company, Spearmen. Let's get the White Lines of Chris. Yeah, so we're going to get you a little bit of DACA there. Keep juking those shots, and we get them, and now the artillery should be in range soon. So you can move up a little bit so the artillery doesn't get kind of messed up there, and we can do a Foot of Gork as well. Does he have anything good here? I mean, the archers are fine targets. It's definitely overkill, but we have so much Winds of Magic. We have 99 WOM, so it doesn't matter really. All right, so we do that, and kaboom. I mean, that's one way to delete a unit source code from the game, yeah. And I would imagine that they will start coming forward relatively soon. So we fast forward. We're set up here. It's a bit of a... We'll still get good line of sight if they're on the hill, so that's good. All right, so let's get you back. We don't have any way of healing that Drake guy, so I got to be careful with him. And we will get a Brain Buster on another archer unit. So we're going to do that. There we go, Sweet Prince. Artillery is going to keep shooting. And they're going to advance now. Yeah, here they come. They're on their way over. So let's move you back out. What do we have on the high ground? A couple Spearmen coming. So let's form ranks. Make sure we're shooting well. The elves are probably like, what the hell? These orcs are playing like Chaos Dwarves. That makes sense, though, because the lore of the Darkland orcs is they've learned from the Chaos Dwarves. So I love that flavor. It's so cool. Like they're like still have the brutal, combat characteristics of the orcs, but they're like, cunning and innovative a little bit, right? I like that a lot. I think it's a very cool touch. All right, let's get another bombard there on you guys. Send you to the Shadow Realm, and now it's time for the... Oh, yeah, baby. Let's go. Launch some scrap. Oh, yeah, they do have some line of sight issues, but hopefully they'll get there. I don't know. Yeah, they're hitting. They really need good line of sight, these things, but it looks like they are connecting at least, so yeah. And the closer you get, maybe that's how they're designed. They're like supposed to be like a short range piece, right? All right, so we're gonna get you here and you right here. We're gonna get you guys back and back, and then the Goblin's gonna come over and help intercept there. And what they're really good at, though, is taking down big flyers out of the sky. So we're gonna see if we can Last Samurai Emmerich a little bit and get you guys over to help out against the Chariot, looking good. And Emmerich is hopefully going to get Last Samurai. Yeah, he's eating some shots for sure. Yeah, they're like shotguns almost. I wonder if that was like the intention on the design with those things. I have no idea. All right, let's do a Squig Summon right there. You're going to go help out here. The Drake Rider is going to get you. Emmerich's eating a couple of shots here and there. And yeah, we want Gormach to fight him. That's the entire play here. All right, big dog. So it's time to pull the scrap launchers back. We can pull some of you guys in. Pull some of you guys in here. Get a little bit more magic going, and we can do another little bombardment right there on those guys. It's going to get both of them, pull you guys back, and send you forward. And it does look like they're shooting effectively. All right, so Emmerich is getting circle beaten by all these guys. Gormach's in the mix too. Let's do that, and we can do the Master of the Forge as well. Cool, so yeah, let's get our gun line back. So we're going to retreat all you guys, and you need to come help out against the Chariot, so you go there, fan out a little bit. And cool. So we just keep pushing now. Get him Gormach. Do a little bit of fast forwarding as we elbowing here. Yeah, it looks like he's going to be fleeing. Some of the great weapons are going to go here. So let's turn about face and shoot. And we need all the great weapon boys to go forward. Yeah, just move on up. So the Drake Rider has broken Emmerich. And we need to keep pressing here. Don't really have too much in the way of mobility, but for the most part, I think we're okay. Yeah, scrap launchers definitely need to have their line of sight looked at. Because it's probably because they're using orc models on like an ogre weapon. Unless it's intentional and they're designed to be more of like a shotgun unit, I'd be curious to hear. So if the Bond Baker, I don't know if you're watching, but if you are, I would be very curious. All right, so let's do this. Do a little bit of brain bust action there. Now we're going to do a foot of Gork up here and send you to the Shadow Realm. Emmerich is still getting hunted down by the Drake Rider Chad. So he's going to be sent packing. Foot of Gork does get those archers. Outstanding. And yeah, even our orc boys in this army are just nuts. I mean, but yeah, the scrap launchers are getting good value. So I think their shots are connecting. It's a little bit hard to tell. Yeah, let's get the boys there. Shut those down. Scrap launchers can go right here. And we should be getting them with army losses relatively soon. Gormach can go back there. And you, big dog, can sprint all the way down here. All right. So let's keep moving. Get the scrap launchers up, and we need to get our rock lavas to start shooting at you guys as well. Emmerich actually killed by that guy. Wow. And that's going to be that. So they are in march stance. We don't need to chase them down. GG, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing Emmerich get obliterated. Always a good time. All right, so let's go ahead and take the money, because we are fighting in the red, obviously. That is going to be the end. We get bonus first large on Gormach, which is great. So, and we get the battle axe of the last wog. All right, what is he wielding? He's got the Worm Slayer sword, which gives him bonus first large, which I think I prefer. Executioner's axe. This guy, we could give him something good, but I think maybe buffing you up would be better. So we could do the battle axe of the last great wog on you. There we go. All right, so now that guy's going to be a little bit more of a pimp. And Gormach needs to be leveled up, so we are going to do... that's for the goblins. That's for the big boys. That's for the artillery, and we will do the Ard lads. Yeah, that's 100% the best choice. Woundmaker. That guy went fisticuffs with old Emmerich and gave him the business, which was good. Here we go is good, and down here, hard to hit. Melee defense and, you know, HP, always solid stats. All right, so we can go in hard march over here now, probably, because I don't know if there's any other elves that can really threaten us here. So we're going to make our way into Emmerich's lands and just kind of keep dogpiling on him. Meanwhile, big man can move up and keep raiding, just get a little bit of movement agency, and he's going to do his thing here. Let's get the giant tech, growth tech, although we don't really need the growth, so we're just going to skip that. And now it is time to continue our WOG, and we're getting the old meter built back up. All right, so here we are, and we are now in the High Elf lands once again. The sump pit, yeah, so it's cool. It's another triple region that we're going to be able to get, so it's quite a nice one for us. Okay, so let's go ahead and get him the big mass increase, a big thick mass. Emmerich probably won't have any armies to field. I like how Tretch just like follows us around and raids. He just doesn't do anything. He's just like, sup, dog. Okay, why do we have to click that again? I told you to get it. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get the loot and occupy. We need as much money as we can get, and hopefully some of these... The elves don't seem as wealthy as the freaking Chaos Dwarves, you know, the looting. We do get a decent little item there, so Gormach should have leveled up, or at least somebody did here, and we want to give you... let's fuse you together, see what we can get, and we do get the weapon of... okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, it's solid. It's a solid little item there. And any other gear I want to give him, looks like most of the other gear is equipped, so all's good. Upgrades, level ups. Here we go. Here we go, situationally useful, so that one's fine. Granted, I think it's just best to use your WOM for the damage stuff. Okay, so Grimgore has Thirst for Battle from the front. Black Orc Wrecking Ball is fine. We don't have too many Black Orcs yet. We could make him unbreakable, but it doesn't really do much for us. Bellower, Tunnel Boss, Hatred, yeah. I think we just go down Red Tree on your boy now. And we have Du Bois. And the other thing we're going to buff is probably the Big Lads. Because we are going to get some Big Lads in this army eventually. And then we will buff the... we want to just get the force multipliers for our Orc units, right? All right, so you can underway stance. How far... That's really as far as you can reach? God damn. All right, so I kind of want to start the conquest up here. Let's see what this looks like. Yeah, who are you fighting, by the way? He's fighting Wintertooth and the Challengers of Khorne. He's got 14 territories, reasonably strong. I think I have more than that. Let's see what I got right now. I got 19, so we're getting pretty damn far into it. So we'll continue raiding. Let's wait for our other army, because we could get jumped. And we're going to take one of the Black Orc bosses. He will head over here, and we can just do it when they're close together, I guess. That's fine. So Grimgore, let's keep raiding. And yeah, you should be able to get pretty far next turn as well. Okay, Grimgore's getting the energy going. He's getting the boys hyped in the war camp, right? But we need to start fighting soon. We can't, you know, durdle too much longer. And, you know, on that note, I think I just go for it. How geared up is this fort anyways? That fort is terrible. All right, so Grimgore's going to go. So he is battling who? The Challengers of Khorne and Wintertooth. So Wintertooth, Challengers of Khorne have 2 territories. Yeah, and Wintertooth is, I don't know if I even have any discovery of them. I could try and get something out of the Wintertooth guys or the Challengers of Khorne. Yeah, our ball is, we could offer to join his war. Join war against the Disciples of Heshut. That gives us a little bit. I mean, we can get 1,000 gold out of it. He's strength rank 2. What the hell? I mean, that's some weird shit. All right, so we're going to try that. I can't really get too many other shenanigans out of him. But now we are at war with the big dogs here. The big, scary Chaos Dwarves. And they're going to be coming in like a wrecking ball. But Grimgore didn't want to wait around. He wants to fight. So he wants to crump some gits. Yeah, banner. We'll make sure to put that on the Black Orcs. We'll loot and occupy. Yep, that's fine. We're going to do this. And a pretty well-developed city, actually. So let's get the walls. Anything else I want to get here? We can get the raiding camp. And then we can get the growth building. All right. Cool. So Mildred is leveled up, our lunch lady of doom. And did anybody else level up there? Looks like the Black Orc Big Boss did. Yeah, they both got some levels. Such cool-looking characters. The models on tabletop are, it's very true to their tabletop model. Also, they look very similar. And great. So everything's looking good there, guys. We're ready for the next turn. So the 2-front war is upon us. The Darkland Orcs expanding their tendrils into the old world.
Why you contact me?
Yeah, he's coming around. He's gonna slowly keep increasing with us. It'll get there eventually. How many territories do you have, by the way? He's only got 5. I mean, Tretch isn't even that strong. We could just karate chop him, but you know he's been a noble ally this whole time. So I think he deserves a little bit better than that. All right, guys. See you in the next turn. Cool. Next turn is up, and I think we can get another hag here soon. Did we finish that building yet? We did. Great. So we want a purple suncaster. Mushroom addicted, not useful. Disciplined is good. Yeah, buffs up the entire army. So it's an Orbital Bone Crusher. It's a pretty great name. Normally I would, you know, change it, but I think that's pretty good. So we can march. I think just Underwing is probably better. Astro Chad is going to be coming back for us soon here. Let's get the upgrades. Grimgore can go raiding camp. And go like raid on the periphery of this territory. I'm a little bit nervous about getting jumped by 2 Chaos Dwarf armies, but I think we're okay here. And I almost think on Gormach we need to get the thing that... Well, it's only for him, getting the waste attrition, or the waste immunity. Yeah, we got to keep fighting, though. We're kind of poor. And the elves are trying to make a new army up here. Gormach is just going to squash these elf armies, like, over and over. That army's actually outside the city, so we can draw out the garrison, which is even better. And, yeah, then that's an easy squash. So we're going for it, or it drives them away from the city, and then we just take the city. Yep, so she's going to flee. That's fine. And we could even actually pursue. I think we have enough movement. Is it? No, we're caught in the radius of the city. That's right. Okay, so easy fight, auto resolve, take like no casualties, and we will. I don't know if I'll have enough movement to do both here, so we're going to do that. So we're going to loot and occupy, and let's get the public order building, and then get some walls coming up in that city too. And Gormach. All right. So what do we want to do with you, big dog? Smash them faster. That's kind of a cool one. Savage Smarts, Sneaky Stabbers. Which one? Do we have anything here that buffs our... No, it's all there. Yeah, and that's going to be for the big guys, which we can get eventually. Mob Boss will reduce the upkeep of the army, which I think is going to be relevant since it's a very expensive army. And anything we want to build here? Not really. No, none of that's worth it. We're pretty poor right now. We need to take down some Chaos Dwarf cities or else we're going to become destitute, so... Worst case, you know, we just disband Warg's army, but yeah, we gotta get to Uzul Kulak here, or whatever the hell that city's called. I think that's gonna be a nice one. Yep, Grimgore can waddle. He should be able to reach the Great Fire Lakes next turn. Oh, actually, we need to move a little bit further because there is like a crossing point there. All right, guys, I love the Haggard Orc wartime economy. We'll see you in the next turn, and I think that's Emrich's last spot. No, he's got 2 territories left, so he's got this. Plus, like, some random shit somewhere else. Oh, it's down here. Yeah, okay. At the Bitter Bay. He's probably down there nice and bitter, I would imagine. All right, guys. See you in the next turn. Yeah? I'm down to be homies with the rats. You know, who's he fighting? He's fighting dwarves. That's fine. Yeah. Yeah, and I need the money too, more so than anything. That 1,000 gold is pretty good. All right, so we see that army we chased away. It's in the looks like the channeling stance, which is pretty funny. Your ally's been attacked. Sure, we will fight Kolek if he comes down to our lands. I have zero issues with that. Kolek can pay the iron price just like anybody else. You know, dude, orcs are really strong. I haven't played an orc campaign since Warhammer 2, and you're getting a taste of how freaking strong they are. And when we get another WOG, like getting 3 armies worth of WOG is going to be nuts. Very, very strong stuff. All right, so we got, here we go, Conduit, Dodgy Geezer. I mean, this guy basically has everything. So we could just do spread control is honestly fine for now. Great. So this army is there. That has been taken by Tretch, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Tretch probably just wrecked that shit. And you have an army. Gormach might be able to chase you down. Let's try. All right, so we decisive karate chop that. No problem. We need the money. Pay for our Haggard Conquest, and we get a weapon. Oh, 5% chance to gain a unique trait when both Doomsinger and Deathsinger are present in the same region. But Regeneration, Frenzy, and Killing Blow. I mean, he's using the Wormslayer sword, but I think this might be better. Because Frenzy, Regeneration, I mean, yeah, we're going to give him the Deathsinger here. And then the Wormslayer sword, I think we want to equip Grimgore's army a little bit more. Because, like, we're pretty top-heavy on this army. Drake Rider. Yeah, you're leveled up. For you, we have Squigman. We can give him some missile res so we can kite with him a little bit. And then for you, let's go ahead and do the melee defense. Out friggin' standing. So now we're up at Grimgore's army. Grimgore is encountering the first wall of Chaos Dwarf resistance. He's got Gitsnick. Mildred could use a good weapon, you know. We can give Mildred the Wormslayer sword so she can dual enemy big guys. And Underway is coming. If we hard march, we can get over there. Just keep Underway stancing here. Yeah. Although he's got his lunch lady coming too. She needs to get some wheels and move on down there right now. All right. Enemy killed in battles. We can go in raiding stance. How far does that get us? Yeah, we'll be raiding our own territory. Not what I had on my bingo card. So Underway there. And I think we start the squashing here. It's probably a reasonably strong garrison too. I think Grimgore wins just because of how strong he is, but we can Underway there next turn. So I think we just raiding camp here. And then you will be able to Underway, and then we can 2v1 that city. I also want to get the experience on that character. It's Creature Companions. Let's get the raiding camp upgraded. Ooh, although, I don't know. I can't really afford to upgrade too much right now. We got to just play it a little bit close to the chest here. The dwarves, I'm sure they love us. Let's see how Thorgrim feels about us, yeah? Okay, I guess we can't initiate diplomacy here. It's fine. There we go. Black Crag. Yeah, dwarves are probably pretty jacked. Carrick Apex is looks like it's going back to the dwarves. And or, oh, that's probably Queek. Yeah, it's probably Queek Headtaker there. Okay, so we have an incomplete region. We don't really care too much about that. That is all good in the neighborhood. And then the dripping tips, guys are still going. It looks like, let's see if that's Tretch. I mean, Tretch Dog, you gotta be willing to be homies at this point. Come on, we're so close. I think at this point we just give him one of these cities here for some money. I don't really care about it, you know, like this shit. So let's go open diplomacy with Tretch.
An opportunity.
He's got how many territories? He's got 6. Reasonably strong. So we can trade Karak Azul. And how much would we get for that? 3,000. Yeah, I know if we like develop it a little bit more, we'll hold on to it for now. Yeah, Tretch can pump his brakes. All right, so hard marching down to finish off Emmerich is going to be the play. So we will hard march. And then we can go and get so we get Emmerich's territory. I think that's got to be Skaven settlements. And then we go take Pig Barter and potentially take down Helman Gorst. Meanwhile, Grimgore is going to be leading with Warg the onslaught against the Chaos Dwarves in the north. Oh, and by the way, man, I have a lot of scrap upgrades. Yeah, we gotta be better about that. We will do some scrap upgrades, because, man, it's so easy to forget. I think everybody in this army scrap upgraded. These guys are not. So let's get you guys. We're going to go ahead and get the, we'll get the Chad armor upgrades. These things. We could do the reload time upgrades. And then scrap upgrades for Grimgore's army. Let's make sure like everybody there can get something. Yep, range is fine. Yes, and we will get the range on you probably. Just whatever we have, because we have enough scrap for everybody to feast here. Speed and charge bonus. And the artillery, we can do reload times. Outstanding. And the boar boy biggins. Armor and speed. Cool. Alright, so we've done our thing. It's so easy to forget that. When you get caught up in the WOG, you just like start losing focus on what's going on in the region. And yeah, easy thing to do. Easy thing to do. Yeah, we do need public order here. Alright. Cool, guys. Next turn is now officially coming. Alright, Grimgore getting attacked here. Leadership is going to go on some boar boys, and then the Immortals banner is going to go on you. This is a pretty horrific squash. I think we could fight it. Let's get a Grimgore fight. That'll be fun. All right, this is an interesting one. So it's like a choke point fight. You guys see this? Yeah, I can't really go in those areas. Okay, get the front line. We're going to get Grimgore leading the boys, and we have our two bosses who are mounted. They can join the little Spider Rider guy, and they can go hunting. Mildred's going to be there. The Immortals can take reserve. Archers here and archers here. Great and greats. And then we can get the artillery to be camped over there. And yeah, cavalry. You guys are here with the trolls. The pump wagons can just wait and wait. And I don't know how I'm going to be able to get over there. It's certainly going to be annoying. Logie Bogie, Spore Slotus. I should get rid of these Arwars, by the way. Yeah, I should definitely switch away from those. All right, so we should be able to force the AI forward by using our rock lobbers. Yeah, so we're going to start hammering the Granite Guard. Mildred's going to go get some Purple Suns. And yeah, this is a cool map, though. I really like it. Yeah, cool design. So Purple Sun, won't you come and hopefully wreck some of these guys? Mildred does regenerate, and she's got the good gear, too. So we're there. Let's get you characters up, and Grimgore can chill, too. So characters are coming. Let's get Grimgore over there, too. We're just going to get all the boys up there, living their best life. And yeah. They can come to me. This army doesn't have scrap launchers, which is a bit unfortunate, but we should be okay. We want to take as little casualties as possible. So let's go focus up this way. Here comes the big stuff. Are those renders? They're not. They're generalists. Okay, so our characters can totally fight them. So we want this freaking thing to land. We got to stay away from the silence ability. Juke you a little bit. And then we can get our two archer units in here in group 6, and we can just start shooting here. Great, so you guys can fight the Tarek. Let's go get in and fight the Tarek right there. And we have some boys ready in the mix. We got to watch out for the nuclear dwarf abilities. And Grimgore Ironhide needs to get in there. And Pop, you're next. Oh, that's not a character. That's right. So Mildred is just there to take care of the blunderbusses and stuff, right? So, yeah, we're silenced. Is fine. Should be able to kill that Lamasu rather quickly. So we're going to try. And the errors are going to set up. And we can just get ready to party. And talk about good Purple Suns. Holy shit. Oh, man, that's going to be a good one. All right, so we're juking. And oh, they scattered pretty well, actually. Nope, we still got him. Okay, that Purple Sun is really, really good. So blunderbusses, let's move you guys forward. They're going to line of sight themselves, actually. So we will eat a little bit of DACA there. Let's get the characters. Continue boinking the Lamasu. Grimgore can go get this guy and end his career. And now we're out of range. So let's go ahead and pop the Get Snick and all the goodness. Purple Sun will come off cooldown soon. And yeah, the blunderbusses are barely going to be able to shoot. So pretty massive. All right, so the characters did their job. Let's move them forward. Bolt throwers back there. I don't think there's any way around. Yeah, literally just this choke point. So, yeah, it feels bad, man. But what can you do? Might as well start shooting a bolt thrower. It's going to be a little more cost effective. All right, so the characters are in the mix. It looks like Little Goblin took the most of the beatings. And our characters, our archers, need to get the renders. So let's shoot those Bull Centaur renders right there. Meanwhile, Grimgore and the gang need to finish off this Tarek. He needs to go. All right, so Purple Sun, we need to just wait for that. Should be off cooldown here soon. And their army is getting hammered pretty good. The Tarek, if we can kill him, it's going to be a nice pick for us. Oh, wow, that Tarek actually laying a whooping on our Goblin character. I did not notice that. Yeah, he probably had some gear, some items or something. All right, so Goblin, you're just going to skitter off into the shadows and hopefully not die. And we will cast another Purple Sun, won't you come, and wipe away the Dowie Czar here. It's going to be good. Pop Bloodforge Armor, get to the mix, make sure you guys are getting in there, and we can pop Grimgore's Wog, which we could have done a little bit sooner. So let's get the trolls in, call in the reserves. Now that the blunderbusses are offline, we can call in the big dogs, because we do need to chase stuff down for this fight. So put you in 7, so we don't need to worry about it. And yeah, you guys keep boinking, and you guys keep boinking. Yeah, the Purple Sun's really good. Really, really good value so far, guys. All right, pumps. Let's see if we can get you guys to pump the jams and move through. So we're going to just rapid fire here. Rapidly click through. Yeah, and that should be enough. Cool. So now we just chase down the army, guys. I'm going to wipe as much as I can, and we will see you guys on the campaign map. Guys, all good in the neighborhood. Let's take the money. We need the dough. Ironhide doing work, man, and we will be fighting Astrogoth eventually as well. So, yeah, we come down, we finish off Emmerich, try and get Tretch to be our homie. It looks like we do have a unique location here. Ooh, those are always fun. Sometimes you can get like a forge, you know, for the Chaos Dwarves, and it does some cool stuff. Or, you know, since we're orcs, we don't care too much. It's not like, you know, we can have some evil haggard shit in our lands, and it's just, you know, just another day in the Darklands, really. All right, so what do we got here? Evil location. Clan Rictus has an Undercity here. I mean, do I really care? No? Layers? No, it's fine. They're our friends. They're just hanging out underneath us. Oh my god, that guy. Holy shit. He is raiding our territories. It'd be pretty funny if he attacked, but I don't think he will. So Hard March gets us pretty close to finishing off Emmerich, so we're going to Hard March down there. And up north, we can underway across, like so. Let's get you and level you up. Grimgore is going to get the big lads. You, our lunch lady, is looking strong. Let's get replenished troops. The big goblin thinking. Yep, survivalists. He kind of got crumped in that fight. He definitely did not have a good time. That goblin character. Yeah, he did not. All right, so all the level ups are mostly done there. And, yeah, now it's kind of just preparing to onslaught the capital here, huh? So we're going to go besiege this. All right, so let's encircle it, and then we're going to take the other army. It's quite an unstoppable force, and we're going to be... Oh, we can call a Wog on this city, too. That's primo, and then we just get that, and he's high strength rank, right? 37. No, not as strong as you would think. Despite, like, why does that Khorne army have, like, strength rank 2, even though they're just, like, basically nothing, right? We're good underway, and then the two armies will crump the city together, share the love, share the experience, and we'll loot and occupy. I kind of been switching to loot and occupy a little bit. It's been fun. This one is not very good for us since we're playing mostly infantry heavy builds. And we can do the raiding building, which I love, and then also get the walls too. Yeah. Just to keep the Chaos Dwarves from ratting back their cities, because our garrisons are actually really good with this faction. They're very, very good. You know, you have the Darkland Orcs, Orc Boys, which are just, you know, leagues above the regular Orc Boys. All right, so back in the city here, anything we want. Yeah, just throw down some growth, income building. We're playing in the red, but it's honestly working out pretty well. Mildred can get replenished troops, so she should be capped out from that. Grimgore now can probably get down to his good tree here soon. The red tree calls to him. Anything here? Nope, we've got most of the essentials, so let's just get durability and survivability. And the same thing for you. Scar Veteran. And this is our new homie, right? This is Warg, yeah. So we want to get the Root Marcher and then just go down Red Tree for him. That's going to be easy bread. All right. Growth there is fine, but we're a little bit tight. Although, yeah, we want to save the money where we can. All right, guys. So let's look at diplomacy options, see if there's anything we want to do before we wrap it up here. The Bone Rattlers. Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, how many territories you got? Okay, so... This is how we win the campaign. We just go punch him in the face, and then we get 11 territories. So that sounds like a good idea to me. Lamian Sisterhood is here. They got 2 territories as well. I don't know, like, do I want diplomacy? Clan Vulcan is around here somewhere, and yeah. College of Pyrotechnics is like sup dog. We're good there, and the Drippin' Fangs, of course. They would probably take, I could probably even confederate them soon, or just go take down their leader. Like, if we get into squash mode against the Chaos Dwarves, we can start, yeah, we can start sending that Warg army somewhere else. So this is going to trigger our Wog, and then we call the Wog on the Chaos Dwarf capital city, which is going to be an easy success. Or, you are strength rank 22. We could call it on you, which would be even funnier, because all we need to do is kill Azag, and then we get all his territories, and it's just, like, insane. So the next episode is probably going to be the finale. This campaign will be a little bit shorter than some of the other ones, guys, because there's some new stuff coming up, some new launches that we do want to do campaigns for as well. So that's going to be the jam. And, yeah, that is it. GG, well played, my friends, and we'll see you in the next episode.